The Huskers back to work here for spring practice number 6 on Thursday. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. And really one of the big topics of discussion here as we talk to the defensive coaching staff following practice was tackling and cleaning up mistakes.
The way we teach tackling, teach defense, we talk leverage, we talk help all the time. So you have the freedom to be aggressive with your tackles. As long as you know your leverage, you take your shot, and there's no such thing as a bad missed tackle if you're on the right leverage. A bad missed tackle is when you miss with the wrong leverage. So once you grasp the freedom that you have help, it really frees you up to tackle faster, to tackle more aggressive, to tackle more with more certainty.
I believe what he believes. If I didn't believe what he believed, then I would either fall in line or I would go somewhere else. But fortunately, we're aligned perfectly. He has a great passion for tackling because he learned how to do it in the NFL. He was in his own words, he was a very average tackler when he got to the NFL, and then he got taught how to do it correctly. We believe in not breaking down at the ball carrier. We believe in running to and through the ball carrier. He has a great saying, long stride, short stride, shuffle and shoot. But like he always says with everything, we're not afraid to fail. If we miss tackles, we're going to miss them at 100 miles an hour with proper leverage, bouncing that thing around, and the rest of the dogs are going to hunt. So we believe in the same thing, and I think it's an awesome deal.
Yeah, I would agree. I was at Tampa too, so I learned from the same guys and kind of advanced on it a little bit up in Seattle. But the biggest thing in this day and age is it's you use all 53 yards of the field. Back in the older days, when my dad was playing, he played in a phone booth, and it was a little bit different style of tackling because you were tackling in close quarters all the time. All of a sudden now you got 53 yards, you better learn how to use your help because it's really hard to make a one-on-one tackle at open field with no help. It really is. But when you understand where your help's coming from, it allows you to be aggressive, to be more certain when you tackle, and it's harder for an offensive player when you fly into, you full speed go into contact as opposed to coming to balance, hesitating. That's what they want you to do. So when you understand your help, you understand your leverage, it allows you to play fast. And then, Coach Frost has some great techniques that we both believe in on how to get in position to make tackles as well.
We know there's mistakes. With this offense, you make a mistake, they're going to rip you for 60. So it's great learning. One guy's out of his area and the other guys don't hunt the ball. We're going to get beat. So it's a great teaching tool. But I think we're a little bit ahead of where I guess I thought we'd be.
Well, here's how I look at it. Like I said, I'm good. I like new mistakes. I don't want repeat mistakes. Now, if I keep getting guys who I know who've proven to me they're smart guys, they keep making the same mistake, then I got to look at myself too. So when you got mistakes, you look at two ways. Is it guys who aren't trying? Are they not grasping the concept? And then you got to look at yourself as well. So if there's a bunch of repeat offenders, then I got to look at how I'm teaching.
Another storyline that's played out with the defense is an injury to Mick Stoltenberg. That injury has allowed a number of other guys an opportunity to get some reps at the nose position.
Yeah, I think the depth is good. And obviously with some guys getting nicked up here and there, you have the opportunity to play some of those guys that are playing 4-eye defensive end or whatever. You have the opportunity to roll those guys through at nose so we can see what we've got. Damian Daniels is playing well. Peyton Newell's playing well. The Davises are getting some reps at nose, and they're doing a nice job. So I like where that group's going.
On Tuesday, we also talked with Will Honas at linebacker. Well, following Thursday's practice, we got more on just Honas's progression, both from defensive coordinator Erik Chinander and inside linebackers coach Barrett Rudd.
To me, he looks like every other really good junior college player that we've got, that we've ever had, wherever we've been. They come in. Those guys are usually better full pad players than in their underwears. We're no pads and no helmets. They don't do that very well right away because they just don't do that at their junior college or their high school. So that's a hard adjustment. But once we get the full pads on and they can really let themselves go, they seem to rise to the top a little bit. He's got a ways to go learn the system, but he's doing some nice things technique-wise and also physically.
He's working hard at it. That's all you can ask. He's got a ways to go, but he's working hard at it, and he's learning from mistakes. I'm good with mistakes, but I can't have repeat mistakes. So he's doing a good job correcting issues, and he's got some work to do, footwork, keys, fundamentals. It's a new style of defense for him, but, he's putting the work in, so he'll be fine.
And besides Honas, another newcomer at linebacker hoping to make an impact this spring if he's ruled eligible by the NCAA is Ole Miss transfer Breon Dixon.
Well, I think in this situation it ends up working out really well for him because everybody's new, right? So it's not necessarily that he's a new guy. He matches up. He does a good job in terms of coverage and things like that because he's got a natural coverage set and skill out in space that he does a really good job with. He's doing really well.
Can he do kind of the same things that Shaquem did for you guys? I mean,
yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, that'd be nice. He's doing a really good job in terms. He's just learning the scheme like everybody else is. But every now and again, there's a flash of his athletic ability from his safety days and his DB days, things like that. So he's got an ability to burst that you don't normally see.
And in general, when outside linebackers coach Jovan Dewitt looks at this OLB position, he said a lot of it is just teaching these guys the way to play this spot.
Yeah, there's a lot. So there's about 8 or 9 outside backers that are healthy right now in terms of competition. So what we're trying to do is trying to match those guys up with different pairs of units. So there's not a defined 1, 2, or 3, or even 4 right now. So one day there'll be a set of 1s, and the next day another set of 1s to try to get those guys matched up with each other so we can figure out who flows best with who.
And finally, when Mike Dawson looks at his defensive line, he said it's really not about playing a certain number of guys. It's more about just finding the best guys total to play on the field at once.
So 9 rotationally, it depends. If we have 9 guys that can play, then 9 guys will play. If there aren't 9 guys that will play, I'm not playing the guys that can't play. So this is too important. This is big boy football, and guys that are going to earn their playing time are going to play. If you don't earn your playing time, you're not going to be given it. It'll be just because you showed up or you're a senior or anything like that. The guys that earn playing time are going to play.
The Huskers get back to work here for spring practice number 7 on Saturday. Reporting here with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com.